So it's been a while since I did a haul video, I think maybe about 2 weeks ago, but I finally found a whole bunch of stuff to actually show off. We'll start off with the stuff that I found in stores. I actually got two of these. Nissan Skyline HT 2000 GTX. I think this might be an older vehicle. It may have been released before because it does not have the new year, and it was probably released before I was collecting, so that could be why I never seen this one. I got the next one at the same store, 17 Ford GT. I actually like this color better than the last one. I think the last one was a gray color on it. It really stands out with that yellow. Next thing I also found was an error. It's a minor error, but it's still an error just the same. It actually has a little piece of tape on the car itself, which it shouldn't have. And a little debris, I guess you would consider that. Let's see. Next one. Found this. This is just the regular version of it. It's 2005 Ford Mustang. It's a pretty cool car. I think it was released last year or so, and it was a pretty cool color. This is also pretty cool as well. It has that little splitter on it. And next one is the 63 Chevy 2, which had a super version. I think it was this year maybe, or was it last year? Anyways, I got this one actually at Meijer. They had a coupon thing where you got it 50% off, so it was like 50 cents. It was like Christmas in July or something like that. Next, I got a couple matchboxes. I found these at Dollar General. It's a Toyota Land Cruiser FJ40. A 51 Hudson Hornet. I don't believe I found this one at all other than at Dollar General. And this one I think I found at like a Target, but since I only found one and I thought it wasn't gonna be that hard to find, because you know, a lot of times I don't buy like one if I have to wait in line and stuff, save a little time. This one's pretty cool. Next things aren't gonna be Hot Wheels, but they're M2s. It's this Japanese set that a lot of people are talking about, at least online. First one here is the 1969 Nissan Bluebird 1600 Triple S. I think it's also referred to as a Datsun, because I think some Nissans were Datsuns. Anyways, these are like $6, and they come in a little hard plastic case, and they're screwed down in there. Pretty cool to display. These you could stack and keep in the box. And I believe there's a chase car, or whatever they call it. I'm not sure if it's exactly this model. Still pretty cool. Next is a Nissan Skyline GTR. I found a couple of these already in stores. I think people were gunning for this one. It says like there's 8,000 pieces worldwide, and they're only exclusive at Walmart. So maybe in foreign countries that there might not be any of these. Who knows? Yeah, I found one in the store recently today, actually, and it wasn't screwed down to the base. Or actually, it was screwed down to the base, but the screw on the bottom was loose, like it wasn't tightened. I didn't buy it. It wasn't much of an error. Something you can easily fix. Next is a 71 Nissan Skyline GTR. Real cool car. What I noticed that's a little weird on these cars is they get the side mirrors on the hood, which a lot of American cars have them right about. I'll show it on this one, right about by the window there. This is a Nissan Bluebird 1600 Triple S. It's the same as this red one, just different tampos and decals. I like this one a lot better. It's a nice looking car, and it looks like it came from the period of 1969. Let's see. Well, the next one here I went to a, what's that called? County fair the other day, and there was a booth in the building that had Hot Wheels. They were selling them for $2 in Protectos. So that's mainly why I bought some of these. Well, the main reason is, well, this was an older card, and I don't have any that old, I don't think, or at least not carded. It's pretty cool to have. I did get two, let's see, where's the second one? Oh, here it is. Is this one. It's the classic caddy. Now, I believe I have this loose, and I'll probably actually keep this carded. A lot of the Protectos he had were in these weird type of cases where they open up on the side like that. I won't open it because I also noticed that this was unpunched. Not sure how collectible that makes it, but I know sometimes people will post stuff online and say it's unpunched. But it's a pretty cool car. It's a nice Cadillac, and I believe these are all from '89, or at least these two are. Next are more flea market stuff. 65 Vet. I got them for like 12 for 10. Dairy delivery. And this one I actually got from a different flea market than the other two. This is from Uncle John's. A couple of these were, but I found this deep in Indiana, northern central Indiana, whatever you call it, at the Shipshewana flea market. And I paid 99 cents for this from a Amish woman. The main reason I bought this one was because they were a factory sealed set, which I'd never seen them outside of online. They come in a big box mixed with everything that was produced that year, which is 2016 for this set. And those cases cost like $500-600. They come with supers. I don't have that much to spend, and I think they're limited to like 20,000 cases. Next, the 80s Corvette. All metal casting. That's pretty much the reason I liked this one. I think the older ones used to have an opening hood. Next is a blast lane. I have to check to see if this isn't an extra. Because sometimes I might buy extras, and I used to keep a list on my phone, but something messed up and I couldn't like constantly update it when I'm, on my computer. I type it in the list, and I can see it on my phone right away, but it hasn't been working right. 70 Chevy Chevelle. I think this came out, it says 2015, so I was collecting that year. And I don't know why. I just probably couldn't buy a whole lot of cars that year or something, because I didn't have a whole lot of money. 63 T-Bird. Main reason, or one of the reasons I like this one, it's all metal, and then it has that like big trunk space or whatever. Pretty cool. Next is a blown Camaro. I think this one might be all metal. I think this one may have been released throughout the years with either a metal base or a plastic body. Metal base with a plastic body, or a metal body with a plastic base. I think a couple years ago it was released. I think they may have changed it, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Next is a 57 Chevy. Now, I believe there was a plastic body version of this one. I can't remember what the series was called. I think it was a Monster series, where it had like old movie style tampons. Next one is first edition of the Myers-Manx, which is pretty cool because it's all metal casting, and the most recent release, 2014 or so, it was all metal. It's pretty cool. Like a little dune buggy or something, off-road vehicle. Next is a Fire Eater. This was probably one of my favorite cars as a kid. I had it in red, and I think I still have it someplace. Probably wish I could get a newer version of it, because I think mine's might be beat up. The white one's pretty cool. Next is the 57 T-Bird. I really like the shape of this vehicle. There's some big back wheels on there. and the front wheels are a little smaller. Next one, I collect Morris Minis. Pretty much have most of them, and I really like the old ones because they have that removable body. The newer ones, they took it away because so they can keep the cars at $1. But you know, it's always fun to get the older cars because there's just so many. Chances are not everybody owns every single one. This one is a Shelby Cobra 627 S/C. One of my favorite cars to collect. Has a lot of things going for it. It's all metal, and then it has the opening hood. Pretty cool. This is one I like to collect. It has like several names, and I don't even think it's made anymore. It's called a mini truck. It's got like speakers in the back. And the next one is the same thing I got before. It was a factory sealed case. And got it from Shipshewana, Indiana. It's supposed to be like the biggest flea market in the region. I didn't go through the whole thing, didn't get a chance to. Because we wanted to go to the stores up front. Because I think those closed at 5:30 and the flea market closes at 5. So it was a little difficult going through the whole flea market. They're only opened on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, so it makes it hard because a lot of people are off on the weekends. That fell. Let's see here. Let's see. We'll go with the next things I got. Meyer was clearancing out their Greenlight Hollywood reel set, which I got right here. Only paid $12. Thought it was a good deal because some of these cars are like $5 each, and you know, this was a set I wasn't too keen on buying because I didn't really care for the cars that much. Because I do watch The Walking Dead, or at least I did, but I don't watch it for the cars really. We'll take them out. It's a little difficult because they're in this little foam. We got the 87 Jeep. This is probably my favorite because of the color. Yes, I don't know if the top's supposed to be removed, because I think it actually when I moved it, I think it kind of broke. I also had a Lost series on clearance. I don't know if I want to buy that, but it had like a Volkswagen in it. This metal base, I think so. It's got real rubber tires as well. Pretty cool. Next, 2001 Ford Crown Vic, which is a common style police car. Probably your local town has this. I know my town has like Impalas, and some towns they have Dodge Chargers. Pretty cool vehicle. This may have been in the first season. Rick may have drove it. Let's see, does it have a... No, the license plate just says The Walking Dead on it. Yeah, both of them do. So I can safely assume all three of them do. Next one's a 2006 Dodge Charger, which is pretty generic looking, nothing real special on it. I know some of them actually have like dirt and grime on there to show off, you know, like part of the show. I think this has an opening hood, but I can't seem to open it unless it's just made weird. I don't know, maybe it opens the opposite direction. Yeah, I don't know if those scratch marks something I just put in. I don't know. Oh, here we go. There you go. You see the engine in there. Oh, if anything else opens on it. A lot of these high-end cars have that type of stuff on it. Yeah, I don't know if I can open the hood on this one. It looks like it does, but it's just, you know, too difficult. Rather not fool with it. Otherwise, they'll take up too much of my camera time, and I have about 20 minutes I can do on this camera. Should update pretty soon, then I can, or I should just take my photos off, put someplace else. But anyways, this is the 2009 Dodge Challenger, which I believe was featured in one episode. I think they used it to lure the walkers away. So they rigged the horn so it would like constantly beep and it was the car that Glenn drove in the first season. And I believe there's also a story that this was the same exact car used in Breaking Bad. So they didn't just throw it away or anything. So they got a little bit of their money's worth on it. Just trying to see if I can open this hood. It's difficult. But anyways, the main thing that's cool about this set is it comes in this little case, so you don't have to keep it in the cardboard box, and you can display them in the foam. Let's see, next stuff I got. Let's see, I thought I had something else. Is this one. This is one of those nano metal figures. Since they only got one, I might as well open it here. This is Black Widow. Let's see, and these are like 97 cents at Walmart, or you could find bigger ones at like Toys R Us and Target. And again, these are all metal and slightly good detail. Not very good. I think the bigger ones have the better detail. You know, it gets harder when everything gets shrunken down. It starts looking like crap. Here you go. Let's see. Next thing I have is something I ordered from Walmart. From their museum. I heard people say they can find these in the store, but I haven't found any of these in the store. And I posted online, and people said that, you know, only one person said they found it in the store. So it could have been like on a truck or something. Anyways, it's the 79 Ford F-150 truck. It was a truck that Sam Walton drove. He bought. It's a story like he bought it used. He was a pretty rich guy because the company is worth $300 billion or more. And this guy, you know, created it from the ground up, I guess. Hot Wheels salutes Walmart founder Sam Walton with this replica version of his beloved 79 Ford F-150 truck. Let's see, and I believe this is like a 2014 release. It says the Walmart Museum, which is all the way in Bensonville, Arkansas, I believe. So we'll take it out. It's a pretty heavy truck. Plastic base. Now it says like 2014 on the packaging, but I believe the casting is actually, it's been reproduced. It's KO3. I actually have two of these, but it says KO3, and that means it was made in 2017, like the third week. It's a pretty cool car. It's got Real Rider tires, and it says Walmart on the tire itself. Pretty cool. So the easiest way to get one of these is to go to the Walmart Museum website. I don't know the exact website offhand. Actually, it's right here in this bag, which they sent me along with these cars. I ordered like a bunch of them, and a lot of people were saying that the cards were coming in creased. So I ordered like a handful of them, and there were a couple that had creases. I believe this was the one that had the worst crease in it. And I also kept one in a Protecto to, you know, just to have. Probably didn't matter if I kept it or not. But the shipping is not too expensive. It's $4.50 for the shipping. But you could order 100, maybe 100. And shipping would still be the same. And each car is like $3. So let's see, it costs $4.50 plus 3, that's about $7.50 for each car. Or if you buy a bunch and you could like sell them to people or trade them to people, you could probably make all your money back on just purchasing one. The next thing is actually my first eBay purchase. I was bidding on Super Treasure Hunts. The common ones I see on there a lot, at least real cheap, is the Carbonic. You know, I already won like 2 of them actually. This is my first one, and then this is my second one. So yeah, it's a pretty cool car. I never opened a Super Treasure Hunt, and since this one, I didn't notice this until I actually got it, or before I got it. I actually saw the picture again online and I noticed it had a crease in it, so I might as well just open this one. I rarely ever find supers, and usually I only ever find one as far as I've been collecting. So this is actually my first super that I opened. It's got the Real Rider tires on it, and you know, the high-end paint. I don't have the actual carbonic to compare to it. Here it is, TH. I think the regular one doesn't have the tamples on it. Like that. Like there and there. And the wheels are obviously different. Now you gotta be aware that some of these eBay people tend to sell the wrong thing. So they'll like put Super Treasure Hunt and you go like, oh boy, you can buy it straight out. And it turns out it's just a regular version of this. How you can tell? Well, the wheels are completely different. I think it's like a black wheel with some red chrome on it. Usually a lot of things that you can tell on it is the paint. If you got the regular version, the paint's going to be completely different. And then if it's the regular version, it won't have treads. Sometimes when they post them on eBay, you don't see the treads. They'll be like the front of the card, the front, and then the back. So you gotta kind of judge it yourself. Really just compare it to what you have, and then you should be okay. I don't know if, you know, like if someone's gonna try to cheat you out and just like make one themselves. Even if they did like make a custom of the Super Treasure Hunt, it's still probably worth, you know, $10 or so. But anyways, these were both $10 each with shipping. It was actually cheaper, but the shipping brings it up. So yes, this is my first Super Treasure Hunt opening, and I'll give it a spin. And that's it. You can like, share, comment, subscribe, and have a nice day.